Hi everyone. Now let's discuss topic 7 of Unit 3, Types of Social Engineering. Social engineering in cybersecurity refers to the manipulation of people into revealing confidential information or performing actions that compromise security. Instead of directly attacking systems, attackers exploit human psychology such as trust, fear, urgency, or curiosity. In simple words, it's like tricking people instead of hacking machines to gain unauthorized access. Some common types of social engineering attacks include phishing, fraudulent emails messages to steal sensitive data; pretexting, creating a fake story pretext to gain trust and extract information; baiting, luring victims with something attractive, like free software or USB drives; tailgating, following an authorized person into a restricted area without permission. These techniques are often the first step in bigger cyber attacks because they bypass even strong technical defenses. To make this clear, let's look at some exam-focused questions. 2-mark questions. Define social engineering in cybersecurity. What is pretexting? Give an example of phishing. What is tailgating in information security? Differentiate between baiting and phishing in one line. 10-mark questions. Explain different types of social engineering with suitable examples. Describe pretexting and tailgating attacks with real-world scenarios. Discuss phishing techniques and preventive measures in detail. Compare baiting, phishing, and pretexting with examples. Explain the role of social engineering in cyber attacks and methods to detect them. Definition of social engineering. Social engineering is a technique used by attackers to manipulate people into disclosing confidential information or performing actions that can compromise security. Unlike traditional cyber attacks, social engineering does not rely on breaking into systems or exploiting software vulnerabilities. Instead, it targets human psychology, trust, curiosity, fear, or urgency to trick individuals into giving away sensitive data such as passwords, bank details, or access credentials. For example, an attacker might send an email pretending to be from a bank, asking the recipient to verify their account information, or make a phone call claiming to be from IT support requesting login details. Another example is pretexting, where the attacker creates a fake scenario to convince someone to share information, or baiting, which might involve leaving an infected USB drive in a public area, hoping someone will pick it up and plug it into their computer. Organizations combat social engineering through security awareness training, phishing simulations, and clear policies on sharing sensitive information. Main types of social engineering. Pretexting. Pretexting is a social engineering technique where an attacker creates a fabricated scenario to trick someone into revealing confidential information. The attacker usually pretends to be a trusted figure, such as an IT support staff or a bank official, to gain the victim's confidence. For example, an attacker might call an employee claiming to be from the IT department and request login credentials to fix a system problem. The impact of pretexting can be severe, as it allows attackers to obtain sensitive data like usernames, passwords, or personal information. To prevent pretexting, individuals should always verify the identity of anyone requesting sensitive information and follow official organizational protocols. Baiting. Baiting is a method where attackers lure victims with something enticing to get them to take an unsafe action, often leading to malware infection. This technique exploits human curiosity or greed. For instance, a USB drive labeled salary info might be left in a common area, and when someone plugs it into their computer, malicious software is installed. The consequences of baiting can include data theft, unauthorized access, or system compromise. To avoid falling victim to baiting, users should never use unknown external devices and should always scan any removable media before opening. Tailgating, piggybacking. Tailgating, also called piggybacking, is a physical social engineering technique where an attacker gains unauthorized access to a secure area by following an authorized person. The attacker takes advantage of people's courtesy or inattention. For example, someone may walk closely behind an employee into a restricted office area by pretending to have forgotten their access card. This technique allows attackers to access sensitive areas, steal information, or sabotage systems. Prevention measures include implementing strict access control, using security badges, and educating employees not to allow strangers to enter secured areas without verification. Phishing. Phishing is a technique where attackers send fraudulent emails, messages, or make phone calls pretending to be a trusted source in order to steal information. Victims are often tricked into clicking malicious links, opening infected attachments, or providing credentials. An example is receiving an email that appears to be from a bank asking the recipient to verify their account via a fake login page. Phishing can take different forms, including spear phishing, targeted attacks on specific individuals, whaling, targeting executives, vishing, voice phishing via phone, and smishing, SMS-based phishing. The impact includes credential theft, financial loss, and malware infection. Prevention involves verifying sources, avoiding unknown links or attachments, and enabling multi-factor authentication. Social engineering is closely related to insider threats because attackers often rely on exploiting trusted employees, either unknowingly or intentionally, to gain access to sensitive systems or information. Insider threats occur when employees, contractors, or partners misuse their access privileges, whether out of negligence, curiosity, or malicious intent. For example, an employee might be tricked by a phishing email into revealing login credentials, allowing the attacker to access confidential company data. Similarly, an insider could deliberately share information with someone impersonating IT staff, facilitating a security breach. To prevent and defend against social engineering attacks, organizations need a combination of technical controls and human-focused strategies. Employee training is essential. Regular awareness programs teach staff to recognize phishing attempts, pretexting calls, and other manipulative tactics. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, adds an extra layer of protection, so even if credentials are compromised, unauthorized access is less likely. Verification protocols should be enforced, requiring staff to confirm identities before sharing sensitive information. Physical security measures like ID card scans, turnstiles, and biometric access help prevent unauthorized entry. Additionally, email filtering systems can block suspicious messages before they reach users, reducing the risk of phishing and malicious attachments. By combining these measures, organizations can significantly reduce the likelihood of successful social engineering attacks. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe.